Hi, in today's video, I am answering questions from my March 2020 Business Challenge Hackathon. First question up, do I still need a business plan? Hi, I'm Nile Harris, a life strategist, business consultant, and speaker, working with growing and transitioning entrepreneurs and professionals to pursue their passion with a plan. Now, before we get started, I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel and turn on the alerts so you'll know when I post new information. Now, I aspire for my content to be inspirational, informational, and implementable. So I issued a challenge of my own. I ask that people submit their business challenges, their most pressing business challenges, and I would select 5. And when I posted a video, I would tag them. I changed the rules just a little bit. I let them know privately that I would be posting their videos. Some people wanted to remain anonymous, and I also wasn't necessarily sure I could validate if those questions were coming from those companies. So I'm posting the video. They know to look out for the video. So follow me at I am Nile Harris on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, also at LinkedIn at Nile Harris, and follow the hashtag Nile Hack This. So the first question, and I get this question a lot, is do I still need a business plan? And where this question is coming from is the fact that business changes so fast. We have access to the internet. We have 24/7 access to our audience. We have social media. We have coding. We have technology. We have all sorts of ways, and business changes so fast. And given that business changes so fast, do I still really need a business plan? And the answer is yes. But that's actually not the right question. The right question is, do I still need a detailed or traditional business plan? And by traditional business plan, I mean those plans that are like 50, 60, 75 pages that are painstakingly researched, typed, single space, graphs, charts. The answer to that is no. First of all, no one's going to read that entire business plan. And second, business plans are really for you as a guiding document. And so I'm putting forward, my suggestion is that you start with a business model canvas. I'm going to talk a little bit about what that is, either business model canvas or a lean model canvas. What you want is for your business plan. You still need a plan. You still need to figure out where you're going and how you're going to get there. So yes, you still need a plan, but how you go about it is different in this day and age because it needs to be adaptable, and it also needs to be something that's quick and succinct that you can get across your message and get across the key aspects of your business in a way that is digestible to everyone. Because now we live in this world of really fast snippets of information where people just can't deeply dive into information anymore, and they just really need to know the headlines and the highlights. So one of the ways that you can get this, I'm going to talk about the what you should build your business model around, is called the business model canvas, and it's highlighted in this book here, Business Model Generation, where it outlines what this is. Now, I have no affiliation with this company, but I've used the business model generation at work and also in my own business. And so we're going to start with exactly what this is. And this was developed by 2 gentlemen whose names I'm absolutely going to mispronounce. But one is Alexander Osterwalder, and the other is Eve Pignor, and you can visit their site and learn more about not just the business model canvas, but other tools and resources and other thoughts that they have on creating strategy and all sorts of things. But I want to show you this business model canvas because this is going to be what I think the crux of a lot of business planning. So if we take a look at this business model canvas, it's broken up into 9 blocks: key partners, key activities, key resources, cost structure, value propositions, customer relationships, channels, revenue streams, and customer segments. Now, there's an explanation in each of these blocks that kind of breaks this down a little bit more for you and understand what you would want to put in each of these. This is why you should either visit their website at businessmodelgeneration.com. Again, that's businessmodelgeneration.com, or also get the book, and I'll put the link to the book in down below in the comments. But it goes through and it's very streamlined, it's very elegant, and it's also very quick. You can hand this to someone and they'll understand the basics of your business pretty quickly. And it also helps you as a planning tool. It helps you, whether it's just you or whether you're a small startup and it's you and a partner or you and a couple other people. The exercises of going through and thinking through each of these blocks will help you develop a clean strategy. And also what I love about this model is that it's adaptable. Like I said, I use something similar, and I'm going to show you exactly what I use here in just a second. But this will help you think through these things. Now, it's not an entire strategy. It's not your entire business plan. And I'm going to get to that after I show you this next one. So the next one that I use, which is an adaptation of the business model generation or the business model canvas, is the lean business model. And this is just like I said, an adaptation. I'm not exactly sure who adapted this, so I would love to give credit where credit is due, but I'm just not exactly sure who adapted this from the business model canvas. But like I said, this is one that I use. And if you're doing like professional services or you're doing coaching or consulting, I like this one because it focuses on problem and solution. And so you've got the blocks, but this one is the problem. And so this is the top 3 problems that your customer or your potential client might feel. What are their pain points? And then how are you the solution? So what is your customer experiencing? And then how is it that you specifically address that solution? And then your unique value proposition is, how are you different from your competition in this regard? And this really gets down to differentiation. So how is Uber different from Lyft? Or how is Facebook different from MySpace? How is Apple different from Samsung? So that's where you really want to spend a lot of time, because where you differentiate yourself, your unique value proposition, is how you're going to end up doing your branding, your marketing. What's your voice? What's your message? Who are those people that you're trying to attract? But the other blocks here are key metrics: cost structure again, revenue streams again, your unfair advantage. What is it? Not only how do you want to be different, but what is your unfair advantage over your competition? What sets you apart? Why is your process better than someone else's process? And then the channels. How are you reaching your customers? Then your customer segments. Who your early adopters, and you want to spend a fair amount of time on customer segments because you want to really understand, especially if you're like an online business or a professional service or along those lines, you need to know exactly how you are going to target your customers. So when you start looking at advertising or marketing, again, branding, your voice, right down to the colors that you use to represent your brand, you want to seem very attractive to your customer segment, even down to the words that you use. And so that's why I like these 2 models. And like I said, I use this for myself, and it's really helpful. Now, here's the thing about the business model canvases. Even though they're adaptable, they're very quick, they're succinct, you can put this one pager in front of somebody. It's not meant to be really deep and dense with text. The thing that it doesn't cover is probably where you should get started. Not probably, is where you should get started. So if you're putting together a whole business plan, you really also want to start with, what's your mission, what's your vision, where are you going, how are you trying to get there? So this doesn't have a block or a component for that. This is a part of your total plan, because your plan starts with why. I love Simon Sinek, and everything starts with why. What's your vision? Why have you created this? What is it that you want to create for your customers? What customer experience do you want to create? And then you want to move into what is your general strategy? What is it that you're trying to accomplish here? And then you want to then go into these blocks. Now, in order to complete these blocks, you are going to need to do some research, especially on your competition. You're going to need to do some research on your target market. And so that research all happens outside of the Canvas models, and you're populating the blocks with that research that you find out. So where does that fit in? Where does that research fit in? I recommend doing 1 to 2 pages per block. 3 if necessary, but 3, you're really starting to get into writing prose. What you want to do with these 1 to 2 pages is capture the key information. You want to capture what the pain points mean. This is a guiding document. Your business plan used to be something that you would take to the bank or get a loan. It used to be something that you might put in front of potential investors. That's a pitch deck. So if you are looking for investors, what you want to do is use this document to create a pitch deck, or you want to use this document to create other supporting documents. Your plan itself isn't that 75-page behemoth document anymore. It's this and some key points. So 1 to 2 pages for each of these blocks to explain the rationale and some of the research that you uncovered and how you got there. And then what also it does not cover is it doesn't have goals. So the lean model does have metrics as one of the blocks, but it doesn't have key performance indicators. So what are those indicators that are showing that you were successful, that you're going in the right direction, or that you're going in the wrong direction? What are the metrics that you're going to look at to as a feedback loop to know when you should reverse or when you should go forward? So you're going to need metrics. That's really key and important. So what's also not included here that you will need as part of a plan is what are your goals? What are your top 3 to 5 goals? I usually don't recommend any more than 5 goals. And when I say goals, or your targets, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? You want that to be very streamlined, especially if you're starting out. You don't want to be focused on a bunch of different things at once. You want to, what are those key things? Like I said, 3 is really a good number. So what is the revenue that you want to make in the first year? That's a goal. How many customers do you want to acquire? That's another goal. So think about what are those key business goals that you want to achieve in year 1, 2, 3, 4, and think about that. How are you going to go about doing that at a high level? Again, this is a high level guiding document that you will refer back to. Then you also want to include forecasts. High level forecasts, you might want to spend some time really on the back end in Excel and walk through those different forecasts. So what you would actually put in the plan are the forecasts and the assumptions on how you got to those forecasts. And so that's basically it. I mean, your business plan should be something that you use to reflect upon when you are putting together your strategy, your goals, your plans. Your project management is not done in your business plan. Your very targeted marketing, for example, how you will market or who you will market to is in your business plan, but how you are specifically going to go down, like your avatar that you use to represent your target audience, should not be in your business plan. That's going to be in your marketing plan. And so you want to just, again, keep your business plan at high level, because your plan, your reality and your plan are 2 different things. And if you're spending so much time writing 40, 50, 60 pages of a business plan, someone else is out actually executing on a similar idea to yours while you're, sitting around and writing this plan. And writing is a way to gain control. It makes us feel comfortable. I love, the writing and the research. It makes me feel sometimes like I'm taking action, but really in reality, it's activity. So you don't want your writing your business plan to become activity. So all of this to say, yes, you should still have a business plan. It should center around one of these Canvas models that I talked about. You can get more information in the books. I put the link below. And you also want to use this as a building center block of your overall plan. What's your mission? What's your vision? Why you still need your clarity, and you still need a plan, a project plan is not going to be, again, in your business plan. So the correct question isn't, do you still need a business plan? Because you absolutely do. A hope without a plan is just a wish. I think that's how that quote goes. But the real question is, what are the components of the modern day business plan? So that's it. Please follow me at I'm Nile Harris, and also hashtag Nile Hack This. I will be releasing more questions. I have 4 more questions that I received, and I'm going to be releasing them one a day. So I look forward to sharing more of these questions with you. And if you have questions or comments, I look forward to hearing those too.